Bloom construction crews worked through a punch list Thursday to complete the construction of the city's hydroponics and aquaponics building in Kimberly Park.
So this is a controlled environment, okay? So it's called a CEA, which is in controlled environment agriculture. So instead of relying on nature, we're relying on equipment in a greenhouse setting to grow plant material and or maybe raise fish or do some other things like that.
The BEVIC was at the location walking staff through its operation, showing, for instance, how the water wall works.
It's almost like air conditioning. So as that wet wall is trickling down with water, the exhaust fan is sucking air from the outside world through that wall, and the water's evaporating, bringing cool air into the greenhouse.
Half the building is filled with these white trays where eventually plants will sit above a gutter-like system. This water tank in the center of the building is sort of the heartbeat of the operation.
So it's supplying water to the root material through the NFT trays, through those what look like little gutters. That's exactly what's happening. Yeah, it's a continuous supply of water and possibly food too, possibly fertilizer.
The project has been stalled for various reasons, but over the last 6 months, construction and installation of the system were completed. With all that done, it's now time to focus on this building's purpose: growing vegetables. This romaine lettuce will be fully harvestable in 2 months.
It'll start in this germination tray, and it'll remain in this germination tray for approximately 2 weeks. From seed to fruition, we say that lettuce will normally mature between 25 to 32 days.
Brandon Williams, a grower working for the Goler CDC, will be here ushering the plants through the growth cycle.
Once they get approximately about 2 inches high and start developing their second set of true leaves, they will move from the germination tray to your nursery tray. All right, as we see here, these are less than ½ an inch apart. From the nursery tray, it'll stay in the nursery tray for another 1.5, 2 weeks, or what we say 10 to 14 days. And as you see, we're looking at ½ an inch in spacing. Now from your nursery channels, we'll segue, once we enter into that 10 to 14 day time frame, to your wider spacing, because we're looking at the heading lettuce. If it was leafing lettuce, we can keep them in these smaller nursery trays. But by all of these being heading varieties, we need 6 inches of space in between. This is where the heads will mature, this is where they're finished, and this is where we will harvest the lettuce.
Mariah Gindy, the city's food resilience program manager, will oversee this program.
It's been exciting. I think there's a lot of moving parts, but I'm really looking forward to getting more boots on the ground as the facility becomes operational. I've really been digging into some of the details of how the program will run once we're at that point. We've already begun to seed.
The plan to open a hydroponics aquaponics facility was born out of concerns around food insecurity. Gindy says over the coming months, they'll be working out additional destinations, which could include local nonprofits or even you and I through Liberty Street Market and the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Farmers Market. For the City of Winston-Salem, I'm Ed McNeil.